Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. My current Balisong trainer collection. Butterfly trainer. Anyways, so all the ones on the top row here, right across, these are all the good quality ones that were about 20 bucks and under, okay? The remaining three down below, the comb and the rainbow and the gold one, well, they're the crappy ones. And of course, the gold one with the case I way overpaid for. Definitely got my money's worth out of this one, even though it's a chintzy one. And that one, um, you do kind of get what you pay for a lot when it comes to these things. And you can buy these on Amazon. You can buy them from all kinds of places, right? Trainers are definitely no problem. They're completely legal in Canada. Likely totally legal in every U.S. state. When it comes to real butterfly knives, though, with the sharpened blades, those things are illegal in Canada because they fall under the gravity knife law, which I don't get. They're not even close to being like a gravity knife, but whatever. So anyways, they used to be legal in Canada at one time. So if you bought them way back in the day when they were still legal, you could have had those grandfathered in so you can have legal possession of them. Otherwise, yeah, best of luck. So we buy trainers, and there's nothing wrong with trainers. They have different shapes. Some of them look like more authentic blades than others, and type of thing, but they're all dull, right? And because they're dull, there's no problems with having them. And they are a lot safer on the fingers. When I was a kid, I used to have real butterfly knives because they were legal back then. And yeah, it wouldn't be much to chop your fingers off. Well, not off, but chop them up at least, get a lot of cuts and stuff because you had a habit of, grabbing the wrong handle at times, right? Or you're trying to do a trick and you slip and zap. Then you got bloody knuckles and it's like, all right, time to go to the ER for more stitches. Now, I never had that problem myself, but, many kids I'm sure did back in the day, but they did become illegal. So now we get trainers. These things aren't going to hurt you, so that's a good sign. And some of them are actually pretty useful too, even as a trainer. I hadn't thought about it when I did the review on this one, but when I was reviewing this one, and some guy had made a comment saying, what do I do with this useless thing, kind of thing, right? Because they do say, like camping, fishing, hiking. Well, with the holes in there, you could put fishing line on there. If you don't carry a fishing rod with you, right? Yeah, you got to eat. You're stranded in the woods, right? And there's a stream nearby. You can get some trout, whatever. If you got some fishing line with you or some string and a hook, and you could use that kind of like a fishing rod because you got all the holes you can use to. It just means you're not going to be flipping while you're trying to get your meal, right? But otherwise, it's a really nice flipper too. It's pretty good. It's not as heavy as like this one here or this one. It's not quite as heavy as this one, but it's got some weight regardless. It's a good enough weight that you can flip it without too much difficulty. It's actually a really nice flipper. I really like it. This would probably have to be my favorite. Now, this I paid under 20 bucks from banggood.com back in 2015, and I've had this since then, and it's fantastic. It's got lots of good weight and heft to it. It flies around really nice, very smooth on it. Perfect machining job on it. Very happy. Really nice Balisong trainer. Now, this is called a Benchmade, and some people have said, that's not a Benchmade. Benchmade wouldn't make something like that for 20 bucks. Well, you know what? Their $300 knives only cost them $5 to make. So give me a break, okay? Mass production means massive cheap prices for the companies. They charge us the big bucks, right? So anyway, that's an argument for another day. But it's probably fake. I don't care. This one I definitely guarantee is a fake Benchmade because it does have the Benchmade logo on it as well, but it is definitely nowhere the quality of what a Benchmade would be. So yeah, it's chintzy. It was under 10 bucks. I bought that too at Bang Good in 2015. It's still flipping. Both of them are still fantastic, and this one hasn't even loosened up. It's been great. So sometimes you can buy some cheap stuff from China that's really superior. And all of these things are probably made in China anyway, which who cares, right? It's, do you like it? Does it work well? Does it feel like it has enough weight and good balance? It doesn't matter if you pay 20 bucks, 15 bucks. If it does the job for you, then great. Okay? Now, if you want to stay away from some junk, this was, I think it was about 18 bucks with the case. And the case doesn't even have a holder for the thing. It's just loose, it's just a loose tin, right? There's like nothing in there. It's like, that's how you store it. So I can actually fit both this one and this one inside the case with my spare parts that came with some of these things. But this is really lightweight flipper. You can feel this lightweight. The handles definitely feel small in length because they are a little shorter in length than the other ones. But definitely feels really light, and it's very flimsy because you can actually jam it up pretty easy by just putting a little bit of pressure there. So not a really good thought out design that way, but at least the lock works good. This one here came with no case or anything. Again, it's a cheapie. I think this thing was about 12 bucks or something. All the prices and links are on my channel. Like if you look up Balisong or butterfly knife, butterfly trainer on my channel, you're going to find all of these up there and my opinions on every single one of them. And but this one is a real pain. It's so lightweight too, and the handle jams up like the gold one if you put any little bit of extra pressure. Lock, it's not too bad that way. You know, when it's like this, it's actually not too bad. So, but if you squeeze a little hairball of pressure, it does let go, okay? So, anyway, so that's that one. This one I like to call the banana. Now, you got to give that a good squeeze and make sure you hold it by the right handle, but this one's a little weird to flip because of the shape and style of the handle. It's actually, I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable thing out there, but it's workable, and it's got a bottle opener on it, and it's got a little thing for a nut if you can find a nut that size. Don't know what you'd use all the other inside stuff for, but hey, you never know. Might be useful for something. And looks like our clasp is finally settling itself in, and it's working better now, so that's good. Didn't even have to adjust anything yet, so that's awesome. And these all come with cases, by the way. Then there's this one. Now that's City Million, so is this. This one's actually a pretty nice flipper too. The grippy in the hand feels good. It's a pretty glossy finish, so you know it's not slippery, but it's got all this nice little embossing down in there for style, and it helps grip your hand better, whatnot. And again, this one could be used for fishing too. You know, it's so nice and smooth. You get your fishing string in there and use it for a fishing rod. If you're stranded and you've got this with you in the wilderness, you know, it works pretty good. So, not bad. Then we have our comb. Now, this is the one I complained about that had the sharp edges. I took some, I think it was either 400 or 600 grit sandpaper, and I just went inside all the tracks and the edges, inside, outside, all the way around the handles. And now they're nice and smooth, so no more biting my hands off or anything. No more sharp edges. And this one also works, you know, relatively really good. You know, I don't mind it at all for a flipper. It's not as weighty as this one, but of course this one here is the heaviest of them all, you know, so, but yeah, it's nice. So for the money, pretty good. Now I am going to be ordering more of these things. And of course also, whoops, sorry about that, guys. I'm also going to be ordering some cheap ones as well, just to get some more cheap ones going, because I want to see if there are some better quality cheap ones than the rainbow and the gold one. Because sometimes, you know, it might look like it's a little chintzy. Like they got 3-pack deals here on Amazon for like 23 bucks for 3 of them. And it's like, okay, well, the lock clasps don't look very good because they're pretty chintzy like this one, but maybe they're a good chintzy. The only way we know is to find out, right? And they've got a really nice dragon-handled one for 18 bucks, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty good one. Maybe true. 405 people bought it, and it's got an average 4-star rating on it. So, you know, and it comes with a case too. So we'll see how that one works out when I can get that one in. I do have a list building up, so I'm going to order a couple more today anyways. And I'm considering ordering the other one from City Million like this, because they have one that's all black blade, all black handles, everything. And it's kind of like, well, for $20, why not, you know? And then I'll have 2 Bananaramas, right? Yeah, we're going to see, you know, there's still a lot more I can order. And they have some more expensive ones that don't even have locks on them. And I don't like that idea, but I'm starting to get the idea why the more pro flippers don't want the lock latch there, even if it is spring-loaded and stays out of your way. So I may order 1 or 2 of those things down the road. because they're still under 90 bucks. And I'm not going to spend more than, $90 on one of these things, because I think after that it's just absolutely ridiculous for a trainer. But we shall see as things go along. So for now, I can only afford the cheaper ones, and we're going to get a bunch more cheaper ones. And I like them, I mean, I don't necessarily like how these two are working, but I may be able to improve them. And if I can, I'll let you know how I did it, if I can do it. If I can't do it, you're not going to hear a word out of me, but you will if I can. So just keep that in mind. So don't ask me, hey, any news? No, I don't know. I haven't done that yet. You'll know. Don't worry. The video will be up when it's ready, so ahead of time. But yeah, just if you want to find out more information on all of these, check out my YouTube channel, okay? And just search for Balisong trainer, butterfly knife trainer, butterfly knife, those kind of searches. And you're going to come up with all the videos that I currently have with these things. And as we go along with more and more of them, you're going to find out. But in the meantime, let me know what you guys think so far. Anyways, and we'll definitely catch you on the next video, all right? So we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.